Now in complex analysis functions, we're looking at Cauchy-Riemann equation for complex polar form functions. Before that, please like, share and subscribe this particular channel and click on bell icon to get a new notification. Let us start now. Now we're looking at the conditions of a complex polar form analytic function. To say that the given function, which is in a polar form, complex numbers, is an analytic function or not. Okay. The first one is nothing but the necessary and sufficient condition of a complex value function. F of z is equal to u plus iv, where u and v are the function of r and theta, and where z is equal to r e power I theta is said to be an analytic in a region R if. Okay. The conditions are nothing but the first one, when you differentiate u with respect to r and theta and v with an r and theta, should exist and continuous on a region R. Okay. Then the second one is nothing but du by dr should be equal to 1 by r dv by dθ, and dv by dr is equal to minus 1 by r du by dθ. This condition is known as Cauchy-Riemann equation or CR equation. When these particular two conditions are satisfied, in the case of a polar form, we can say that that polar function f of z is an analytic function. As we know that u is not the real part of f of z and v is an imaginary part of f of z. Come to the second one. In the case of a polar form, okay, f dash of z is also analytic. Okay, and f dash of z is given as nothing but e power minus I theta into du by dr plus I dv by dr. These are the conditions to say that the given function is an analytic function or not in the case of a complex polar form. Now we'll be looking at the Thomson method. Finding an analytic function f of z if real part or imaginary part is given, right? We know that f of z is equal to nothing but u plus iv, where u and v are the function of r and theta, and this is nothing but a real part and this is an imaginary part. If any one of them is given, how to find the analytic function? Okay. Now if you consider the case 1, if real part u, which is nothing but r and theta, polar form, is given, then step 1 is nothing but find f dash of z, which is equal to du by dr plus I dv by dr, right? Now come to step 2. We'll be using the Cauchy-Riemann equation and we'll be replacing dv by dr with an I by r du by dθ, as we don't know the value of an v, right? Now coming to step 3. Replace r by z and theta with a 0 and integrate with respect to z. We get the f of z in terms of an z. Okay. Now we may get in a question that, as we seen just now, that f dash of an z is equal to e power minus I theta into du by dr plus I dv by dr, right? But we have not considered the e power minus I theta. Why so means in step 3, if you see theta should be replaced with a 0. We know that e power 0 is equal to 1 and we have a theta here, right? So it becomes nothing but an 1. So in the step 1 we have not considered e power minus I theta. Okay. Now these are steps to find the analytic function if real part is given. Now case 2, if imaginary part is given like v. Now the step 1 is nothing but find f dash of z, which is equal to du by dr plus I dv by dr. And step 2, we'll be replacing du by dr with a 1 by dv by dθ by using a Cauchy-Riemann equation. Now coming to step 3, is nothing but replacing r by z and theta with a 0. Integrating with respect to z, then we get an f of z in terms of a z. Okay. Now these are the steps to be followed to find the analytic function in the case of a polar form. Now coming to the question. Now given that if imaginary part v is equal to r cube sine 3 theta plus r sine theta plus 2, then find the analytic function. We have to find the analytic function and then given the imaginary part. So they are given that v is equal to r cube sine 3 theta plus r sine theta plus 2, right? So we have to find the analytic function. So going to step 1, which is equal to nothing but f dash of z is equal to du by dr plus I into dv by dr. Right. Now going to step 2. In the step 2, we'll be using the Cauchy-Riemann equation, right? CR equation. And we'll be replacing du by dr with an v value. Then we get f dash of z is equal to 1 by r into dv by d theta plus I into dv by dr, right? So now we'll be differentiating v with respect to theta and r, right? Then we get f dash of n z is equal to 1 by r into, when you differentiate with n theta, then you get r cube into 3 into cos 3 theta plus r cos theta plus I into, now I will be differentiating with respect to r. So it becomes 3r square sine 3 theta plus sine theta, right? So which is equal to nothing but 3r square cos 3 theta plus cos theta plus I into 3r square sine 3 theta plus sine theta, right? Now we're going to the step 3. In step 3, what we do is nothing but, when you're replacing r with an a z and theta with an a 0, and you'll be integrating with respect to dz, right? First we'll be replacing r with z and theta is equal to 0. So theta is 0 means this will become 0, this is 0, and this is 1, and this is also 1. So we get f dash of n z is equal to 3z square plus 1, right? Now we'll be doing the integration of f dash of n z dz is equal to integration of 3z square plus 1 into dz, right? Which is equal to, it becomes 3 into z cube by 3 plus z plus constant term c, which is nothing but f of z. So ultimate analytic function we got as f of z is equal to z cube plus z plus c is an answer. Now coming to the next question. The question is, if real part u is equal to minus r cube sine theta, and find the analytic function, right? Now they are given that u is equal to nothing but minus r cube sine 3 theta, right? Now we have to find the value of an f of z. So we'll be using the Thomson method. In step 1, what you do is nothing but find the value of f dash of z, which is equal to nothing but, it becomes du by dr plus I dv by dr, right? Here we don't know the value of v, so we'll be replacing the du by dr with an a minus 1 by r du by d theta. So in the step 2, we'll be using Cauchy-Riemann equation. So it becomes f dash of z is equal to du by dr minus I by r into du by d theta. So just differentiate it. So f dash of z is equal to du by dr. So it becomes minus 3 r square sine 3 theta minus I by r into d by d theta. So it becomes minus r cube into sine 3 theta. So it becomes 3 into cos 3 theta, right? So this minus goes cancel. This one goes in r square, right? So which is equal to minus 3 r square sine 3 theta plus I into 3 r square cos 3 theta, right? Now what we do is nothing but going to step 3. Right? We'll be replacing r with an a z and theta with an a 0, and it would be integration with an a dz. Right? So first would be replacing the two values. So we get f dash of z is equal to theta is 0. So this term becomes 0 and this term becomes 1. So which is equal to nothing but I into 3 z square. Right? So first we'll be integrating it. So it becomes f dash of z dz is equal to 3i integration of z square dz. Then you get f of z is equal to 3 into I into z cube by 3 plus c. Constant value, right? So 3 get cancelled. So we get f of z. Analytic function is equal to I z cube plus c is an answer.